Hi everyone, I trust we're good. I trust we're growing. I trust we are being productive as well. All right, so recently I bumped into a creative on LinkedIn, and the creative contained the World Economic Forum top 10 skills for 2025. All right, so I will just read it out for us. Okay, now it's in the creative, the skills are analytical thinking and innovation, active learning and learning strategies, complex problem solving, critical thinking and analysis, creativity, originality and initiative, leadership and social influence, technology use, monitoring and control, technology design and programming, resilience, self-tolerance and flexibility, reasoning, problem solving and ideation. All right. So I I asked myself after reading this top 10 skills. I was like, Kingsley, how prepared are you to have this top 10 skills to be relevant in 2025? All right, how many of these skills do I even have now? And I'm also asking you guys, how many of these skills do you have right now? How are you guys being prepared to possess these skills so that you can be relevant, and we, because I also have to be relevant in 2025. Okay, so how are we being prepared to be relevant in 2025? Now I know that you see, God is absolute. We know that, and we know that lots of research has been put in to get to these top 10 skills for 2025. But the thing is, these skills might not be constant. All right, of course, the COVID-19 has proven that anything can happen, anything can change. All right, so but the thing is, let's say it remains constant, which is most likely. How prepared are you? How prepared am I? How prepared are we? All right, to be relevant with these skills in the year 2025. All right, so we will be dissecting these skills. It will be a series, so we'll be looking into these skills and to see how we will prepare ourselves and how we can build capacity to possess these skills come 2025. All right, so if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would advise you subscribe right now and click on the notification button so you can be notified anytime I post a video on these top 10 skills for 2025. All right, so let's go on. I'll start with leadership and social influence, of course, because dominate and influence is all about leadership and influence. So how are you building capacity in your space right now? All right, how are you building that leadership capacity in your space right now to become relevant in 2025? All right, are you in the mid level? Are you in the topmost level? How are you building that capacity? How are you training yourself to become a leader? How are you training yourself to become a better boss in the year 2025 to become relevant? All right, I'm currently reading a book on talent magnet by Mark Miller, and it speaks about becoming a better boss. All right, and it says in the book that for you to become a better boss, you have to be able to show care, you have to be engaged in the activities of the organization. It also say you have to be able to lead well, you have to be competent. So how are you building that capacity right now with these things I just said? All right, you have to build that capacity, all right, that leadership capacity to be relevant. Maybe you are not a leader yet. All right, how are you understanding that leader right now? All right, how are you understanding leaders to become relevant with their traits? Remember, you will mix their traits with your traits to become a better leader. All right, so let us build that capacity, that leadership capacity, so that we can also be relevant in 2025. Remember, relevance is key. Okay, now let's look at social influence. Now I researched on social influence, and it speaks to the ability to change your behavior to adapt to the behavior in your society. All right. Now, it basically talks about adapting. All right. How are you able to adapt in your space? Of course, the COVID-19 has taught us a lot on adapting. All right. Are you that person that thinks in one line of thought, or are you that person that is open to ideas and thoughts? If you're that person who thinks in one line of thoughts, I think you need to start changing now so you can be relevant in 2025. Because even now, I don't think people like a person who feels he's always right, or who thinks in one line of thought without considering other people's thoughts. All right, so let us try and build this capacity right now to be relevant in 2025. Okay, now let's look at analytical thinking. Analytical thinking is the ability to solve problem quickly and effectively. All right, it's the ability to break down complex problems into little elements. All right, now, are you that person who always run from problems and challenges? Well, I think you need to change your mindset right now. All right, you need to have that ability to solve problems come 2025, even now, because organizations will employ you to solve problems for them and not to solve your problem. They won't solve your problem for you. You will have to solve their challenges and their problems. All right, so you need to be able to change your mindset to a solution finding mindset. All right, ask yourself questions. How did we get here? All right, how can we get out of here? All right, what is holding us back? Think, ask the what is, ask the why, ask the how. All right, just think of solutions for you to be relevant in the year 2025. I want to make this as brief as possible, but I would advise you go out after watching this to make your research as well. All right, for innovation, of course, if you've been following my vlogs, you should know by now that value innovation is key. Okay, so as the World Economic Forum has mentioned innovation as a key skill for 2025, how are you programming your mind to reinvent your values? All right, how are you programming your mind to be able to eliminate, to reduce, to create, to raise your values to be relevant in the year 2025? All right, we need to program our minds to be able to reinvent our values. Okay, I will recommend Blue Ocean Strategy by W. Chan Kim and one other guy, I can't pronounce his name, but get the book. It speaks to value innovation, and it will help us to prepare ourselves to be able to reinvent our values come 2025, even now. Okay, in our next series we'll look at active learning and learning strategies. We'll also look at complex problem solving. All right, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can follow through the series. Okay, but I'll end with this. You see, the only person who can keep you relevant till the year 2030 to the year 3000 regardless is God. All right, so let us trust God, and let us also play our part, all right, in working towards becoming relevant in the year 2025 as we influence and dominate our world.